Akshita, hi, Nabila here, and the lovely images that we see there right behind you. And I'd like to specify what you rightly said, three oceans converging. The BJP has sort of read this as national unity that Prime Minister Modi is trying to project through this meditation spree at the Vivekananda Rocks. If you could tell us the concept of national unity that Prime Minister is trying to establish, because what we know here is that there are three beautiful oceans that converge, like you rightly said, the Indian Ocean, the Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea. Three oceans coming together, and that's the spot that Prime Minister Modi has chosen to carry out this meditation at the fag end of the Lok Sabha elections. BJP calls this national unity, symbolic to that.
That's right, Nabila. My apologies. It's really windy here with the monsoons having set in. But you're right. You know, the convergence of the three oceans, I'm hoping you can see it on our screens because it's stunning. You know, these images and the scenery itself is breathtaking because you can see the three layers of the ocean, the three colors here in the coast because of the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean meeting at this particular point. It's also considered to be a very blessed point. And you'll have people here all through the year coming and also offering their prayers to the seas, Nabila, because this right here is considered to be a very auspicious point of the meeting of the three oceans, which is why you had those images of the Prime Minister early this morning also going ahead and performing a puja, looking at the seas and offering prayers and also performing a Surya Namaskar. There's no better setting for really, a morning yoga session than this, considering the beautiful images that you see right now and the scenery all across. And imagine being on that piece of land where all around you're surrounded by the ocean, very few people around you. So it's truly a point where, you can attain enlightenment, like with what happened with Swami Vivekananda. He was here many hundreds of years ago, of course, and attained enlightenment here where he got the vision of Bharat Mata, of a united, unified Bharat. The Prime Minister and the BJP, of course, have repeatedly over the last 1 year spoken about their vision for Bharat. And that's why perhaps the messaging here is so very crucial. That the Prime Minister is saying that, look, I'm confident of a third term, which is why I'm already putting the focus on Bharat Mata, on a unified Bharat, and that's why he's chosen this particular location. But having said that, it's a very private trip in the sense, Nabila, that the Prime Minister is choosing to be seated in a meditation hall completely on his own right now. And while he meditates, he has the prayer beads with him. There's an Om symbol right in front of him. He's continuously chanting slogans and continuing his dhyanam, taking brief breaks for a meal or two. And by meal, I mean a completely liquid diet where he's having only coconut water, only having grape juice and nothing else. Interestingly also, there's so much symbolism involved in the Prime Minister's visit here. For example, he started off last evening from the temple, from in fact the Bhagwati Amman temple, which is right next to me, right by the coast. And this is in fact a temple dedicated to goddess Parvati, otherwise known as Kanyakumari, which is what gives the name to this particular town. Now, goddess Parvati, and people usually come here centuries ago, the men who used to come here would go ahead and first offer prayers to the goddess and then go for sannyas. And this is a goddess known for penance, which is why it's important that the Prime Minister first visited this temple and then gone to the memorial for his meditation session. In fact, even at the Rock Memorial, while, it's a memorial for Swami Vivekananda, there's also a Pada Mandapam. A Pada means footprint, essentially. And it's there that goddess Parvati or goddess Kanyakumari actually performed a tapas for Lord Shiva. So there's so much history, legend attached to this particular Rock Memorial and to that piece of land there. The Prime Minister, being very spiritual as he is, Nabila, perhaps knew all about the symbolism and the importance of this particular location, and that's why has chosen this particular location this time for his dhyanam, for his 45-hour meditation. He's going to be there since last evening. Of course, 6:45 is when he kicked off his meditation. Till tomorrow, 1:30, we're being told in the afternoon, he will continue his meditation to complete 45 hours. And then by about 3 p.m., he'll make his way out of Kanyakumari. And no doubt it's a hugely memorable visit for him. It could really turn things around here in Kanyakumari. All the locals I've spoken to, they're absolutely thrilled that the Prime Minister has chosen this location because they believe that now Kanyakumari will be put on the world map and that they're going to see a lot more tourists coming in here. And hopefully that will translate to a whole lot of development. They're hoping that the Lakshadweep story, as it is, Nabila, plays out here in Kanyakumari too.
Well, that's the charm of Prime Minister Modi. The moment he lands at a place, there's interest within that area that peaks multifolds. And Lakshadweep, like you rightly said, was one of those destinations that became a tourist hub right after Prime Minister Modi visited. Kanyakumari seems to be next in the line.